Well, Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments ago, they raised the 12th man banner, and this place, as usual, rocking and rolling. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken in at the 1. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
Watch the run, watch the run. Shift.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Check.
Now a carry for Portis. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
At the 23-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the gun, it's Wilson. The open man is Clark, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll run it here with Portis. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the Broncos' 13-yard line.
Wait, move 15.
52's the mic.
Here we go. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Check 4, check 4. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 52. Get it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Let's go.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready?
54, right there. 54, Mike. Get ready. Through.
Rock it.
Check 26, check
Now.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check. Watch 54. I got you. Mike's 54.
Go.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
A run with Portis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch Mike. Hey, here we go. Mike 52.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Time to go, night.
Here's Portis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against. Being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Go out.
Tick, go.
Hey, foxtrot. Be crib.
Block now on first down. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Switch.
On the give, here's Portis. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And some strong running. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Lock going to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Hey, exit.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Rolling to his left. This is the tight end Fant. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. They hand it off to Portis. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Keep playing hard.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready?
Right 52. Let's go, D.
Wilson throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's go.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. To throw again on second down. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check right, check right. Right 52, right 52.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded inside the 5. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On play action, Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, dang, punk.
Block off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 39 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Wilson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Check the call, check the call.
Green lane, side.
Mike 43. Mike.
Hey, alert.
You gonna get this, boy? You have it on me. You think you gonna get this? 43 is the Mike.
Green lane, good.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.